become the third Raging Cajuns player in the last 6 seasons to total 100 total tackles in a single season. Presently leads the squad with 101 tackles. Stepping up, Justin Anderson. Start with any questions you may have for Justin.
Justin, you know, you've been one of the most consistent performers on defense this year. How would you rate your season? I know there's always things you feel you can do better, and good, that's why you guys break down film. But it seems that you've been pretty consistent in almost every game this year. And talk a little bit about that, and maybe some of the adjustments you've had to make because you weren't always playing with the same people on the side of you due to injuries and some of the things that have went on.
Just trying to be consistent. You know, that goes in. That's in practice one week, doing the same things all week during practice, doing the drills, doing everything right, practicing hard, and you get the same results on Saturday, being consistent. And as far as other players around me, I mean, it really, everybody they filled in. I mean, it's hard to try to replace Mowbray, you know, like that. But they come in, they try to do their job. I try to teach them as much as I can, try to speed up their learning process, you know, just trying to get them ready as quick as possible. Chris Hill came in, did a pretty nice job this weekend.
Justin, for the defense, 3 turnovers on downs, 3 forced turnovers, a blocked field goal. I know you guys gave up some yards, but what do you credit to the defense's mentality to be able to get the big stop when it matters, when they're deep in their own territory?
We just play hard. We third down, we try to get off the field. I mean, we know that we can make that stop whenever it comes to us. And turnovers, we practice that. Practice on getting the ball out. We emphasize that every day in practice.
You mentioned practice and all that, but on the field, what do you think it is that's allowed you to be as successful as you had? I mean, naturally out of that position, a lot of tackles are going to come, but it takes more than that. Is it speed, instinct, goes for the ball, a little bit of everything? What do you feel it is that you have?
It's got to be preparation, you know, just watching film and, like I said, throughout the week, just practicing and watching film. I mean, I guess instinct, I guess, I don't know, I mean, that's, I guess so, I guess that has a little bit to do with it, but I feel like it's preparation.
For you last year, you got your first start in the New Orleans Bowl, if memory serves me correct. For you, how much did that game really serve as a confidence builder going forward to this year, knowing that you can make a contribution and be an impact player on the defensive side?
Man, that was huge for me, honestly. I mean, that was a huge game for me. I hadn't really had like a good game like that since, I don't know, my high school, maybe, like a really impact performance, I guess. But it was a huge confidence builder for me going into the offseason, and I feel like I carried over pretty well.
Justin, with this bowl game coming up, last year you were there, and now even more so you're going to be there. What can you tell Cajun fans that they need to do that they didn't do last year?
I don't think there's anything they didn't do last year. I mean, fans were awesome, best fans in the world last year. I mean, they home field advantage. Needless to say, I mean, just loud, distracting, like, you know, being loud. The other team, for us, just getting the crowd behind us is a lot of help. It helps me a lot. Personally, I love getting the crowd into the game, getting the crowd hyped up for the game. I love that, and I don't know, there's nothing to change. We got the best fans.
Justin, going into against East Carolina, how much does it help in that you've played a lot of quick strike offenses like Troy, Arkansas State? You've played some pretty good offensive teams this year.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anything on them yet. I mean, I don't know too much about them. Can't really comment on them. But I mean, quick strike. I mean, that's majority of the teams that we play. That's that kind of offense. So that's helpful.
With the shifting in personnel changes on at linebacker, is the passing part of it is it more difficult to have that change and not have stability there against passing type teams than it is more power type teams, or is that complicated a little more?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, just either way. I mean, you got a specific job you got to do each play. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're just a pass drop or filling a gap on a run. It's not. I mean, you still got to do your job on each play.
Any other questions for Justin?